up guys, K-Plays here. Yesterday we got some gameplay from IGN showing off full hunts against Somnacanth in the Frost Islands. Some of you might have seen the English gameplay using dual blades, but there's another Japanese video using the hunting horn. Today we're going to be looking into that video because there are a few interesting bits of info we can pull from it. Let's dive right in. Before we get into the more mechanical stuff, take a look at this awesome weapon design. When using this horn, we get to swing around a giant Somnacanth claw that's holding onto a taiko drum that's played by another smaller Somnacanth claw. Really gives me those Sergio's horn vibes, where the smithy just kinda chopped off a monster body part and turned it into an instrument. It's a really nice design approach for that sort of tribal warrior musician vibe that hunting horn has going for it. After seeing so many designs based off of the same basic models and world, it'll be nice to see fully unique horns like this be the norm again. Getting past the visuals though, let's get into those mechanics I was talking about. When we got that short clip of training room gameplay a little while ago, I tried to figure out what the notes were on the Mizutsune hunting horn by looking at the colors on the attack effects. I did the same with the Basario's hunting horn in the weapon showcase video too. Why? Because in the past games, note colors could tell you what songs are on the horn. That doesn't seem to be the case anymore though looking at this song list. The Somnacanth hunting horn has the exact same red, blue, and green notes that the horn in the demo had, but the song list itself is actually different. Instead of defense up, attack up, and health recovery small, this one has attack up, earplug small, and defense up. This means that song lists may just be totally unique from horn to horn now instead of being determined by note colors like they were before. If preset song lists are really gone and we get a wide selection of different combinations in the full game, this could actually give us some pretty decent variety in the buffs we can bring to hunts depending on what horns we pick. With songs able to show up in potentially any combination, the possibilities are even wider now. For example, I could see some of the more niche utility songs like All Elements Negated, Tremor Resistance, or Health Recovery Large being used more often if they had the chance to be paired up with some of the more popular buffs. This discovery could also be good news for those of us that are hoping that the Echo Note songs aren't completely gone, because they could have just hypothetically been added to the pool of normal songs. The fact that we only seen the small versions of earplugs and health recovery so far could also mean some variation from certain horns having the lower high grade effects of buffs, especially since encores no longer exist for boosting song effects past what you get from playing them once. We're probably going to need a couple more examples of song lists before we can tell if any of this is the case for sure though. Now, notice that the songs I listed before had a specific order to them. Even though the two lists we've seen so far share two songs, the songs aren't played by the same notes. For example, in the demo Attack Up is played by note 2, but in this video it's played by note 1 instead. That's going to add another layer to the new way we play songs, because even if two horns share the exact same list, they could play each song with different attacks. In some situations you might want a certain important song to be on faster attacks so it's easier to access on the fly, but in others you might want it on the attacks you use most often so it'll be constantly replayed. Even though this version of song playing is simplified, factors like this add extra small things to consider when choosing and playing different horns. Moving on from what we learned about the song mechanics, let's talk about those sound burst attacks. From what we know at the moment, they're a solid source of extra damage on top of physical hits. That's part of what's making hunting horn look so strong right now, but in the full game the situation there might be a bit different. To figure out just how strong they'll be in the future, we'll need to know whether they'll be affected by things like sharpness modifiers, element, status, and affinity. Whether they can or can't take advantage of these factors will determine how strong they'll be compared to the physical attacks in hunting horn's moveset. In World of Iceborne, the sound attacks were locked at green sharpness multipliers that couldn't crit, with the exception of the ones dealt by echo attacks. All of them except for the Impact Echo Wave song could apply element and status effects though, and if that stays true, the multi-hitting nature of recitals will make them really good for more than just raw damage. In this video we got a chance to at least get an answer on status effects since the Somnacanth hunting horn deals sleep, but unfortunately it's still a bit too hard to tell. With status only activating on roughly 1/3 of your hits when using a melee weapon, not every attack is going to show the sleep effect. We could have easily just seen some bad dice rolls on most of the recital attacks, and that would throw off our conclusion. On top of that, the rapid fire simultaneous hits of the trio recital and the random attacks from the Palico and Palamute also dealing sleep make it a bit hard to pin down exactly where the activations are coming from. If the hunter used more self-improvement recitals, it'd be a lot easier because those only deal 2 hits, but in this hunt there weren't any, so we might just have to wait. We'd probably have an easier time of it looking at an elemental horn, because with the 1/3 application chance removed, any attack that doesn't deal element would automatically give us our answer. Hopefully we do end up seeing sound bursts apply secondary damage like they did before, but even if they don't, the new moveset still has some pretty quick physical attacks to use for element and status. Crit and sharpness multipliers aren't something I expect to see because most non-physical attacks don't benefit from those. It would be nice to take advantage of them though, because they'd help the damage from sound bursts keep up with the physical swings once we get affinity skills and higher sharpness horns. The one positive we have over things like gunland shells is that they at least scale with your attack stat, so they'll still hit harder on stronger horns and get boosts from your songs. Speaking of shelling though, we seem to have borrowed the ability to deal hit zone independent damage with sound burst, so if you find yourself hitting a bad target, these attacks will still hit at their full power. Again though, this is all something that we'll have to wait to test in detail in March. That's about all the new weapon specific info we can squeeze out of this gameplay. It was pretty helpful for uncovering a little more of the full picture when it comes to the new state of hunting horn. Every time we see some more of it, we find out that Rise still has more interesting things in store for us that we have yet to see. If you haven't seen the Hunting Horn version of the Somnacanth gameplay for yourself yet, I'll link that down in the description. Go ahead and check that out, but before you do, consider hitting the like button if you enjoyed this video and subscribing to the channel if you want to see more of that sweet Hunting Horn content from me. Drop a comment down below too if you want to chat about anything we went over this time around. With the start of another month, we most likely have another Rise trailer coming soon, and if anything Hunting Horn related gets shown, I'll be sure to cover it here. Until then though, this has been another K-Plays, and I hope you enjoyed the rest of your day.